Sort.
Let me reload. Ekpele.
Who sent me message, yo?
It's still saying the same thing. No, this video isn't available anymore.
It should start now.
Hilary.
Come up. Did you hear me? I can see it now. I just heard myself talk now.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let me reload.
I can see it now. I just heard myself talk now.
Okay. Okay. Let me reload. Let me switch accounts. I'm wondering why I can't read.
I can see it now. I just heard myself talk.
Imigondo, Ipe, o make sound Ipe, and sorry. I just don't know why it's saying that at my own end. Multi close the chat to reopen.
So I'm going to give.
Imigondo, Ipe, o make sound Ipe, and sorry. I just don't know why it's saying that at. Just mute it, bye. So that they will not interfere.
I'm mute on my own end, so. So do you have the you have the scrambled words, or do you need more? You have more, you need more.
I need to have anything.
There's one lovely young lady that has been so supportive in this what's the name? Summit journey. Shall be very helpful. So she did some research, so I'm sending them to you. I've sent them to you by WhatsApp. Oh, did I just send you? I sent you iframe. I will send you code. Sorry, code. Okay, great. So I think that we are good to go, right?
Shall I send it? Okay.
I'll send you. So I'm going to put you on mute right now. And I'm going to play some music. I want to WhatsApp with you.
Okay.
PraiseZion.com. I'm on fire every day. And nothing can stop me, doesn't matter what I face. I am getting bigger every day, every day. I have Jesus in my life, living for his glory. I'm on fire every day. And nothing can stop me, doesn't matter what I face. I am getting bigger every day. Every day I have Jesus.
I have Jesus in my life, living for his glory. I'm on fire every day.
Fire every day.
Nothing can stop me, doesn't matter what I face. I am getting bigger every day.
Getting bigger
every day. I have Jesus in my life,
Jesus in my
living
life.
for his glory. I'm on fire every day.
Fire every day.
Nothing can stop me, doesn't matter what I face. I am getting bigger every day.
Getting bigger
Every day.
Yeah, we getting bigger.
We getting bigger every day.
Yeah.
Bigger every day. We getting bigger every day. Bigger every day. No limitation.
Yeah, yeah.
We taking over.
La, la, la.
We getting bigger every
Getting
day. We
bigger.
getting bigger every
La,
day.
la, la, la.
Bigger every day. We getting bigger every day. Bigger every day. No limitation.
Unlimited.
We're taking over.
We've taken
We getting bigger
over.
every day.
Yeah. When we step in the arena, it's a banger. Silence the voice of failure, we make success louder. Oh. Bigger than bigger, what we got is realer than real, and we are on fire. And this is the life that we chose. We're balling in the Holy Ghost. Higher we go, we will never stop. Yo, there's a spirit that's alive in me, the spirit of the Lord, and it's taking me to levels me I've never been before. I got joy like a river, chopping life like a pizza. Cause I'm bigger, bigger, I'm bigger, 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 yeah.
We know who we are, we're born of God, oh. We know what to do, we have the future. I'm unstoppable, I'm the fourth man. I'm like a city that is set up on a hilltop.
Upward and forward, upward and forward, we are on fire, we are on fire. Nothing can stop us, nothing can stop us. They cannot stand us, they cannot stand us. We are on fire, we are on fire, we are on fire. Upward and forward, we are on fire, we are on fire. Nothing can stop us, nothing can stop us. They cannot stand us, they cannot stand us. We are on fire, we are on fire, we are on fire. I have Jesus in my life, living for his glory. I'm on fire every day, and nothing can stop me. Doesn't matter what I face. I am getting bigger every day, every day. We getting bigger every day, bigger every day. We getting bigger every day, bigger every day. No limitations. We're taking over. We getting bigger every day. We getting bigger every day, bigger every day. We getting bigger every day, bigger every day. No limitations. We're taking over. We getting bigger every day.
I'm functioned by his grace, winning all the way, shining every way, getting brighter every day. See the lines are falling into pleasant places for me, for me. Yeah, I'm getting bigger. Every day I'm a giver. Pastor Chris, now my father. So I said to the pen is over. Hey, up what you cook at the ramen, I go and go to Jehovah. Now come now for man, not to man. I say, and go to Jehovah. Come ne boo. I said, no, dear easy man. This year, them go surely see the difference between the query one and a Pharisee. Up what you cook, be no, touch you go, can it no. If I'm money, you come and I'm cool.
Not by power, not by might, but by the Spirit of the living God. Oh, anything is possible, bigger than we used to be. We have moved, I say we have moved.
Not by power,
Not by might,
not by might,
yeah.
but by the Spirit of the living God.
Anything is possible, bigger than we used to be.
We
Yeah.
have moved,
We have
we
moved,
have moved.
not by power,
Not by power,
not by might.
not by might,
Oh, nah.
but by the Spirit of the living God. Anything is possible, bigger than we used to be.
bigger, we getting bigger. No limitations, we getting bigger.
More music at praisezion.com.
Hello, everyone. Hi, good afternoon. You are welcome to our first of its kind summit, the Virtual Boss Summit. If you can hear me, can you just type in the chat box and say hi? Just say hello, let us know you are there. And please just drop a comment about where you're joining from and possibly your niche. Yes, thank you, Chika, thank you. It's nice to see you. All right, so we are super excited about this summit that is starting today. As you all know, hello, Kenny, Kende, hello. As you all know, is a 2-day summit. 2 powerful days, right? And they are loaded. We have 7 speakers, including Coach Banke herself, 7 powerful speakers that are experts in their fields, in this industry. And we are so excited because we know that they have a lot to share with us. They have so many things to share with us. And I would like to just give you again an highlight of what to expect in these 2-day summits, right? It's 2 days, and the 2 days have different things that we'll be enjoying. And one of it is the fact that this is a live session, with experts, right? Experts in the industries. And then, of course, one of the other things we'll be enjoying are group coachings. There are going to be group coaching sessions during this 2-day summit. We're going to be having access, gaining access to exclusive materials that are mainly for virtual assistants and service providers. There's so many things to do. We're not just coming here to discuss. We're not just coming here to talk. We also come here to gain access to some valuable things that will help our businesses as virtual assistants or service providers, right? And then also you get to, to relate, you get to connect, you get to communicate with other experts in your field, other people that are also doing the same thing, the same professionals, like yourself. We get to, network with them during some of the breakout sessions that we'll be having. So this is a 2 days that you want to actually dedicate, a quality time to, you want to give your time to these 2 days to learn, to relearn, to unlearn, and, to be able to thrive where this business is concerned, because this business is going nowhere. This virtual assistance business that we have started, that we are doing at the moment, is going nowhere. It's here to stay. This is the new thing, right? So I'm so excited to meet you. So please go ahead and drop a chat for us. Let me be able to read out your names. We have, yes, I've mentioned Chika, she's joining from Lagos. I've mentioned Kende. Kende, please tell us where you are joining from. Others will appreciate it if you also drop it. And if you're a virtual assistant, of course, you're a virtual assistant or service provider, let us know what exactly you do. These are part of ways you connect. Let us know what you do, your niche, what you focus on. Let us have an idea about that. Please drop something. Let us know we're not the only one here. You're also here and you're ready to participate, like we are ready to also dish out. Coach Banke is super excited about this, and she has, created a lot of things for us that will be benefiting from. So let's reciprocate so that we can, know that you are right there and right here with us to learn. Are we there? Okay. All right. So while we wait for, okay, yes, I can see that Folakemi, Yemi Olani, please, with all due respect, please, as I call your name, because I can only see your names, so I'm going to be calling your names as they are. Okay, so, okay, Kende is joining us from Lagos, Nigeria. And she's majoring in social media management and an executive assistant. You are welcome. Welcome. How has it been? Are you ready for the things we have on ground? Because this is going to, this summit is going to do something to your business, right? It's going to help you to review what you have at the moment. What you have may be good, in fact, may be great, working for you very well, but you can imagine the things that you will be learning when applied, to your businesses and your services. You will see the way you will thrive. It will just skyrocket, because there are some tools, that will be shared with us, some things that, can help your business get better, that you are using. I've been complaining recently about some things that I do where my business is concerned, and I'm not getting the right tools for that particular task. And one of the things I'm looking forward to is to get answers where that is concerned, because I know that any session that Coach Banker organizes, it always comes out with me getting some answers that I've just been missing on. And so I'm so excited. I'm so excited, to be a part of it. So if you can also open your video, we would appreciate it, please. Please put on your video for anyone that can do that. Let us see your faces, right? Let us see your face. Thank you for being the first to obey. Thank you. We can see you. Chika, can you please do the same thing? We're not asking you to unmute, right? So in case you're in a noisy environment, but let us just see your faces, right? So Folakemi has gone off. I can still stay for a few more minutes now before you go. Please, let's even wait till when you want this first speaker start. Chika, please, let's see your video. Kende, please, let's see your video. Hey! Hi, Chika. Nice to see you. I know I cannot hear you because you are muted, but I'm happy to see you. Can we see you, Kende? Can we see you? Please let us see you. Let us see you. Okay, Folakemi, you said you're a virtual assistant and you major in social media management. Okay, I've read this. Okay, Kende also a virtual assistant space. Just stepping into it. Oh, you are welcome. You are so welcome. You're in the right place. And you know what? This summit is going to launch you big time. So I hope you are ready with your notepads, your pens, because you'll be writing a lot. And if you are using your phone or whatever device you are putting down comments on, it's okay. So please go ahead and drop it. Before I hand over to Coach Bankers, I'm just going to drop something for the fastest finger to answer for us. Okay, so yes, just give me a few seconds. I'm dropping it soon. So I want you to please unscramble this for us. Let's see who can do this. Who's ready? Your mind is sharp. Who's ready to unscramble this? Take a look. It's just something very simple. Let's just say that your mind is sharp. You are ready. You are ready. You're ready for this. Who's taking that? It's very simple. So we're not going to take too much of your time. I'm just going to let it slide for just few minutes. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Who can unscramble this for us? Is it Folakemi? Is it Chika? Is it Miracle? Hey, Miracle, you've not introduced yourself, so please do that. You are welcome. We're excited to have you here. Okay, anybody doing that first? Please let us know your niche as well. If you're a virtual assistant, a service provider, whatever you're doing, what you're focused on, please let us see it. Let us know. Drop it in the chat room. At the same time, can we have somebody unscramble that, or should I just go ahead and do it myself? Anyway, just drop anything. Don't worry, won't crucify you. Okay. Seems nobody is getting that, and we don't want to take too much of your time. I'm just going to drop the answer. So the next time I come and I drop something, I hope somebody gets it. Because who knows, we might even attach a freebie to it, we might attach a gift to it, and I'm sure you don't want to miss that, right? So here comes the answer in 1, 2, himself. No. Himself, no. Any other person before I drop the answer? In 1, 2, and 3. See that? That's how we roll. All right. Thank you for participating in that, Kende. That's so nice of you to do. And everyone, please get ready. Coach Banka is ready for us. We are all ready. Thank you. I wish you a great time in the summit.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? Good morning. Or is it afternoon?
Now we can hear you.
How are you all doing? Good afternoon. It's it's really a happy day for me. I've been planning this for the better part of 3 years. I've planned it, I've stopped halfway, thought about it, started, stopped, but this time around I was like, nope, we're doing this. I am super excited to welcome you to the first ever Virtual Assistant Summit in West Africa. Thank you all so much for joining us. I mean, I can see quite a number of people. I see, hi, Paula Kemi from Lagos. Hi, Chika, how are you doing? Kende Omotosho, you are very welcome to the Virtual Assistant community. A couple of people joined us on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken. So my screen is on this side, so forgive me, I'm going to keep checking for updates. So I am super excited to have all of you here. Thank you for coming. And this year, the theme is the Maverick Virtual Assistant. Now, I launched my own virtual assistant business in 2017. I launched officially in 2017. And in the last 6 years, I have heard all sorts of things. I have heard virtual assistants called all sorts of names. And you know, I've seen a lot of people go who have been very, very disappointed, who have been very, very depressed by the reception, you know, when they tell people that they are virtual assistants, what people say to them. They've been depressed by the way that clients have treated them. And so it is one of my goals to ensure that all of the miscommunication that has happened in the virtual assistant industry up until date that is responsible for this kind of disposition towards virtual assistants is corrected, because a virtual assistant is first and foremost a professional, and she is somebody who is also a business owner, and so she wears double she wears a double cap, in the sense that she is first of all regarded, she should be first of all regarded and respected for her expertise, number one. Number two is that she is also a business owner like any other virtual assistant, like any other business owner rather. And so when you come across people, is it not a V? How much? What does she want to use money for? Is she charging 50,000 for what? And I'm like, excuse me, does she not have bills? Abi, how many chicken want to make a cow? She has bills too. She has business bills. She has, you know, she has personal bills. She has income goals. why do you think that you are better than her because she's a VA and you're not? So I've seen all sorts of things, and that is why I themed this particular summit the Maverick VA, meaning that the virtual assistant who is not going to allow herself to be boxed into a corner, who's not going to allow herself to be controlled by the negative narrative in the market. The other day, somebody went and left a nasty comment under Femi Otedola's birthday post to his wife using his client's or her client's social media page. Now, initially, there was an outcry like, is this person trying to sabotage the client? You get, but then at the end of the day, we discovered that that was that VA's own idea of driving traffic. So she was like, good traffic or bad traffic, or traffic is okay. Traffic is traffic. So there was an outcry at that time, and there were two different sides. There was a side that said, that's what we are saying, all these VAs. And they were like, is that not how they behave? You know, they just kind of grouped everybody together and were very, 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 how would I put it now, nasty in the things that they said. And then there was another group of people that were like, this is why you should hire somebody who is professionally trained. And I, as a spectator, right in the middle, decided that, see, you and I have to change the narrative. Number one, we VAs, we are professionals, and we are going to drown out the non-professionals in our midst, number one, because we are going to be prepared, we are going to be trained, we are going to know what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. And we are going to change the narrative so that people cease to say negative things about us. And that's why we are here for the Maverick VA. So thank you all again for joining. I'm super excited to welcome every single one of you. I'm waiting for our speaker to join us. We have 3 speakers today. First speaker is Shefumi Iloba. Okay, so our first speaker is Shefumi Iloba, who is an email marketing expert. She's going to be talking to us about email marketing. If you have followed me for a while, you will know that one of the things that I like to lay emphasis on is the need to have to get people on a call with you. You need to have a way through which you're generating leads every day in your business. And if you are really serious about generating leads, you are going to be very, very intentional about virtual assistant, about email marketing. Sorry, I eat, drink, and sleep virtual assistant, so forgive me. So you are going to be very, very intentional about email marketing. And this particular expert is coming in to talk to us about email marketing and how we can go about it as virtual assistants. So give me a few minutes. Let me just invite our speaker. How many of you have joined the Facebook group? While we're waiting for our speaker, how many of you have joined the Facebook group? Okay, so I want you to interact with quite a few of the resources that we have in the Facebook group for you. We have a resource bank. We have a showcase in there for you. In that showcase, I need you to go in there, say hello, and drop your pictures, drop your what's it called now? Let people know what you do, who you are, what you do for them, basically your services, communicate and collaborate. On Thursday, we will have a virtual assistant fair, which is where we will be matchmaking visionary women and virtual assistants. Okay. So super important that you use the Facebook group. You want to use the Facebook group. Okay, so I guess our first expert has joined us. Chifu Miloba is here. And okay, so let's just invite her. I'm going to make, please put on your video. Hello.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
How are you? It's good to see you. We'll be waiting for you.
Oh, for some reason, I'm so sorry. What's it called? My laptop Zoom refused to boot. I don't know what it is.
Oh, I know there was a recent upgrade. I had to upgrade.
I think I've used it before, after the upgrade. But for some reason, it's still loading. So I had to come in through my phone.
Would you be able to share your slides with us?
I will be, but you have to give me a moment. Let me put the slides on my phone.
Okay, we are going to give you a moment. So I'm going to put a few people on the spotlight here. Hi, Bemisola. It's good to see you. I'm going to put you on the spotlight and ask you, how have you been? I'm asking you to unmute. Hi, Bemisola.
Hello. I'm in a nice place. Good to see you. I'm fine. I'm actually in transit, but I'm with you all the way. I'm in a bus already. Yeah.
Fantastic. It's good to have you. So who's going
Thank you, Mom.
Let me let you go since you're in transit. Yeah. So who wants to share their number one intention for this virtual summit? I know that I sent an email earlier on asking you to set your intentions. If there was one thing that you wanted to take away from this summit, what is that one thing? Who's going to share with you? Who wants to go? Paula, Kemi, do you want to?
Good afternoon, everyone.
Hi, good afternoon.
I'm so excited to be here and for the summit. I'm so glad. I really look forward to really learning a lot. I had to go check out the flyers and see the people that are coming, check everyone online, so I'm so ready to learn everything I can learn from how to really get the business going and developing it, and taking it from a hobby to, or of course it's not a hobby, but from a one-man kind of business to building a a business, out of it. So that is all I am really looking forward to learn today. Thank you so much.
That's super fantastic. That's a very, very good intention. You want to take it away, you want to scale it up from a one-man business to a business where you're able to employ other people to work with you. That's an enterprise, or what do we call it? A corporation or a legacy, right? So that's
my screen.
Sorry. Okay, so are you ready now?
Yes, I'm ready. Can you see my?
No, so I can't see us. I wanted to talk to you first before we get going, shall we?
Oh, okay. I'm ready.
Okay, fantastic. So tell us, how did you launch your virtual assistant business?
How I launched my virtual assistant business. So can I thank you first, at least? Thank you, Coach Banke, for having me. It's such a privilege, and I do not take it for granted. Thank you for always pulling everybody up. It's a rare thing in this generation. And when we see people who are really supporting others, it's something I don't like to take for granted. Right. Thank you so much for also having me here. I appreciate it. So in 2017, by this time, that was 2017, I'd worked 5 years as an executive assistant, confidential secretary, and an administrative assistant in a firm. But before I started working, I wasn't married. I lived all by myself. I lived in another city away from my parents. And I was a workaholic. So you know how it is when you're an executive assistant to one of those big men around town, right? So I was a workaholic. I don't close until my bosses close. We're fine. We were just fine. So the problem started when I got married and I had my daughter. I couldn't close anytime I wanted to close anymore. And it was terrible. Like I when I look back, in fact, when I see my daughter, that's my first daughter now, and I look back, I say, this girl don't suffer. Like I would just pity her and all that. So I couldn't be closing at 10 p.m. And at this time, my family finance was not too good. I live in Abuja, Nigeria. So that you can put context to what I'm saying. And at that time, crèche was not something that was very much available in Abuja. And the few ones that were available were very, very expensive. And some few ones would say they don't take babies that are not working, like babies that they have to send, they don't take some of those babies. And I was earning 49,000 around that time. So I was torn in between using my old salary to pay for crèche or, using my salary to pay for crèche or just stay at home and take care of my baby and be jobless. So I was on that, thinking about that. So my boss allowed me to bring my baby to work for some time. When you know how small babies can be now, you just put them in one place, they're there, quiet and all that. So the problem the frustration actually started when she started crawling. So when I step out of the office, before I come back, she trying to get out of her car seat, she will fall. So I started putting her on a mat. I'll put her on a mat beside me when I'm walking and all that. So when she started crawling, she has mastered the art of crawling. She'll crawl to the shelf, pull down papers, pull down stuff, tear paper. She was just a baby. So I will have to tie her on my back while I walk, right? So it was so bad. Like I became a shadow of myself. I became an angry person. And now as women, I was pouring all the anger on my husband.
Yes.
Like it was the sort of I was pouring all the anger on my husband. And I would usually tell people that if not for God and maybe a wise and matured husband, I could have lost my marriage before it turned 2, because I was literally. And one day my mom came to visit me and she said, the way I was sleeping, I was sleeping like someone that was dead. I said, I was tired. So in 2017, I've worked for 5 years in that firm at that time. I made up my mind that I remember telling my husband that if he can no longer feed me, I'll go back to my father's house. Like I was anymore. I was not going to go to that job anymore. But prior to then, I was already taking coaching courses, trying to navigate, I've tried to get other jobs, maybe with higher pay, wasn't working. So I registered for one course then. They call it the Millionaire Housewife, if you have heard about that brand. So I registered for a course, and when she was during one of my coaching sessions, she asked me what I've done before, what are my experiences. So when I mentioned administrative assistant and confidential secretary, she mentioned virtual assistant to me, and that was the very first time in my life I was hearing virtual assistant, right? So she now said, you read about it, study about it. She told me a story how her baby sister was serving and also earning, 70K from one person, 30K from one person. It was like, are you serious? She told me that sister was in Kano and she had clients all over. So that's how I became a virtual assistant. Resigned from my job, started my business, following her leading, right? And I started my virtual assistant business.
That's such a lovely story. I mean, it's so relatable because a lot of women are in situations that are similar to this.
Sure.
They are wasting time in unproductive, or how would I put it now, in very, very harsh working conditions, and they are having to sacrifice family.
True.
So I'm so happy that you found your way out and you happen to be virtual assistant. So I'm going to give you the floor and we're going to listen to what you have to teach us. We can't wait. Please, who else is excited? Let's see the comments. Why is the chat so dry now? Where are all the people who can ginger our swagger? Please ginger it. Oh, yeah. Let's see who else is ready. Okay, so you have the.
Okay, let me my screen start. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, please let me know what you can see on my
We
screen.
can see email marketing for virtual assistants.
Okay, so I believe everyone here is either a virtual assistant or you are planning to become one. Am I right? Am I right?
Yes, you are.
Okay, so we're going to be looking at email marketing for virtual assistants. And I want to know in the comment section, how many people are using email marketing for their businesses already? If you are using email to grow your business, can you leave me a comment, say, yes, I use email marketing. Can you hear me? Wow. Can anyone hear me?
I can hear you. We can hear you, I'm sure.
Oh, okay. So is anyone using email marketing for their businesses before we get started? I'm trying to read. Okay, not yet. This person say not yet. Okay. Can they say yes? Not yet. Damilola said not yet. So today we're going to be looking at email marketing for virtual assistants. And I believe you know who is speaking to you already. So today the major takeaways are what email marketing is, how it can benefit your business. They will also look at 20 things that you can use as lead magnets, best autoresponders you can use, how to nurture your email list. Then we have a Q&A session about your current challenges in email marketing. So we're going to talk about, you've met me, you've seen me. If you have not met me before, my name is Shifumi Loba, a certified email marketing expert, helps over 100 brands. Used a list of 200 people to make 6 figures in course launch. So Why should you listen to me? Here are my certificates, right? So let's get started. Get your pen and paper. Use the restroom if you want to. Take away all distractions, right? So what is email marketing? What is email marketing? If you are going to use email marketing for your business, what exactly is email marketing? So email marketing is the act of sending a commercial message, typically to a group of people using email. Email marketing is the act of sending a commercial message, typically to a group of people using email. In its broadest sense, every email sent to a potential or current customer could be considered email marketing. So just as you use social media for your marketing, email marketing is also a thing, right? It involves using email to send advertisements, request business, or solicit sales or donations for your business. That is what email marketing is. So if you have been sending emails to your clients, to potential clients, or to anybody requesting for, maybe you are sending advertisements, you're requesting for business, or you're soliciting sales or donations, you might have been doing email marketing without knowing, right? So what are the benefits of email marketing? Why should you use email marketing as a virtual assistant? Why should you consider using email marketing for your business? Email marketing has the highest return on investment of all forms of marketing. And I'll tell you why. Research says that average about $36 in return for every $1 spent. And I can tell you for sure that you can even spend $0 and still make much more than this researcher said. I have done it before, and I've done it over and over and over again. One beautiful thing about email marketing is that there is no limitation to the results that you can get. There's no limit to the results that you can get, on the return on your investment that you can get. But return on investment is not the only reason why email marketing is worth your time and investment. The importance of email marketing comes down to it being an effective solution that gives you the power to reach customers in a place that most people visit every day. You agree with me that times are changing. People are beginning to even, take their email seriously. Because most people right now, especially if they're a virtual assistant, and are looking for a kind of customers, most of them are not even on social media, right? They will prefer to do business with you in the emails, away from the noise of social media. That's one benefit, right? Another benefit is that there were 4 billion global email users in 2020. And by 2025, this number will grow up to 4.6 billion. So if you have 1 million, or you have 500,000, or you have 100,000 people, or even 1,000 people in your email list, potential customers that could buy something from you, that could patronize your business, that can get a service from you. You know what that means, right? For your business, return customers always. And one beautiful thing about email is that it's not gbogbo. Most of the time, 90% of the time, is not gbogbo, right? I hope what means not everybody. If you do well with your lead magnets, and we're going to look at lead magnets as well. If you do very, very well with your lead magnet, you will get most times 70 to 90% probability of someone who has a higher chance of buying from you or patronizing your business. Unlike social media, where your family members are there, your church members are there, people who just see your comment and feel that this one has sense, followed you on social media. They don't need your services. They just want to be in your corner. It's very different on email marketing. Of course, a couple of those kind of people still get into your email list, but most times you can even fish them out and take them out. right? So another benefit is 40% of marketers said the email is the most successful marketing channel, followed by social media marketing, SEO, and content marketing. So another benefit is 49% of buyers mentioned that they like to receive weekly promotional emails from brands they like. So for people say, oh, they don't like receiving emails and people are not reading your emails, well, it may be because something is wrong. So that's why you're learning email marketing today, so that you can do what? You can do it the right way. Please, if we're together and you're following, kindly leave me a comment. Let me know that I'm not speaking to myself alone, right? So you can see someone even called me out on social media saying that, I've stopped receiving your emails. Did you stop sending? So people always want to read from you, especially when they are your ideal client. Another benefit is 60% of consumers stated that they open an email to seek discount. So people give discounts in their emails and not the rest of them. Then the last but not the least is that I saw this post somewhere when Niger Branch said, when anyone sends an email with dear sir or madam, I consider it a spam or broadcast mail, so I ignore it. Because if you know me, there's no need for sir or madam. And I left a comment. I said, this is what I usually tell people. Email personalization does the magic. So when somebody sends an email, you send an email and you say, dear Shifumi, dear Banke, they want to read your email. Unlike you're just sending random emails to people and the rest of them. So personalization of content is one of the reasons why we need email marketing for our business. Are we together? Are we together?
Yes.
Thank you. Right. So with these few points of mine, I believe that you're ready to use email marketing for your business. Email marketing also helps you with creating brand awareness. More people can know about your brand, nurturing customer relationship. And this time around, I feel when you do email marketing correctly and you see feedback from the content that people send to you personally, they enjoy. I think a lot of people is beginning to enjoy the privacy within the email marketing space. Like when I reply your email, it's not a social media when somebody can take a screenshot. That conversation is just between the both of us, and it nurtures customer relationship in a great way, right? The another one is automating messages to save time. So you can automate message, you can automate nurturing emails, you can automate your sales email, you can automate everything. You can choose the time that this person gets this content. You can choose the time that this person gets this email. You can choose the time that this person gets this email. You can see the person who has seen your email. You can remove the people who are not reading the emails from you. Just beautiful, a lot of things. Why you need to use email marketing for your business. So let's look at types of successful email marketing campaigns for virtual assistant. If you're a virtual assistant, what kind of campaigns should you be sending out there? What kind of things, emails should they be reading from you as a virtual assistant? Number one is email newsletter. One of the most common and popular email marketing campaigns are email newsletter. As a small business, you can use an email newsletter to provide subscriber with helpful knowledge and tools. So you want to send out newsletter to people, teaching them one thing, teaching them helpful knowledge, helpful tools, what they need to do about this, what they need to do about that, depending on the field in the industry where you're playing in. So if you're playing on social media, you want to teach them DIY opportunities, you want to teach them. And the beautiful thing about emails, it can be long. It can be very long. There's no, I don't know, I've not written word limit. It can be very long and people will be willing to read. The next one is acquisition emails. Acquisition emails are a great way to move leads through the conversion funnel faster. So this acquisition email, when we get to email strategy, I hope you have the time to look at it. You'll see that you can move people through your conversion funnel faster, grow your business, and drive additional revenue. Of course, if you are sending emails to people, you are not sending emails just because you want to be their friend. You are sending emails to people for a win-win situation. They are learning something from you, and you are also you want them to be your customer at some point in time, buy a product, buy a service, or something at some point in time. So acquisition emails are the things that you keep telling them about this, about that, in preparation of them for maybe a product you want to sell or a service that you want to sell. Retention emails, they are very useful email campaign strategy that help you keep your ad-won customers. So I keep telling people, if you are using emails, you don't just show up on the days that you have events for them to attend, or on the days that, what's the word now? On the days that, how else will I say it? You don't just come and be sending us emails only. Do someone get what I'm saying? You will not come and send emails to people only on the days that you have something to buy, or you want them to buy something, or you want them. So these retention emails are the things that keep your customers loyal to you, right? Then promotional emails, these are the ones used to drive sales, sign up, new product offering for small businesses. It includes offer that entice, encourage your target audience to buy a new product or a new service, right? So things you will need to get started. For those who have not started their email list already, there are a couple of things that you need to get started on your email marketing journey. And the first one is lead magnets. You need to offer an incentive or valuable content to entice your visitors. So can you put it in the comment section for me? What's the number one thing that you need to get started? Thank you. What is the number one thing that I just said here that you need to get started on your email marketing journey? Lead magnets. Thank you. I see that you're following. So you need to offer an incentive in exchange for their email address. And this incentive is very, very important. I'm going to be dwelling on these lead magnets at some point and show you about 20 things that you can use if time permits us, right? So you need your lead magnets. You need something, as the name is, something that can attract people to you, then make them stuck with you. Do you understand? Make them want things more from you. We'll expatiate on that later. Opt-in forms, you will need your opt-in form on your website or landing page to collect the email addresses. Opt-in form usually contain name, email. I'm sure I've seen it in a couple of places. It has name, it has email address, sometimes additional information. You may ask for their birthdays, you may ask for anniversaries, something, whatever it is that you want and why you need information, you can need that. Then you need a content strategy. So because you are doing email does not mean that you don't have a clear-cut content that you want to consistently deliver to your subscriber and keep them engaged. So you don't just keep people in your email list and only show up on the day that you feel that you want to show up. No, you don't do that. So you need a content strategy. Just like you have a content strategy for your social media, you also need for your email. Another thing you need is email marketing strategy. So you needed to develop a comprehensive email marketing strategies that outlines your goals. Why are you keeping this list? Why do you want to keep that list? How often do you want to, speak to people on your list? How often do you want to reach out to them? How often do you want to, send emails? What are the type of emails you are going to be sending? Are they going to be newsletter, acquisition emails, promotional emails, and all the rest of them? And how will you nurture and engage your subscribers over time? So are you nurturing them? How will you engage your subscribers as you keep them in the list? Have it in mind that you can have different lists. I don't want to go that route. You can have different lists with different audiences that you may have as a business owner. So if you are you're a coach, you have a list for people you want to buy your course, if you are this, if you're that, if you're that, whatever that is, right? Another thing that you need a website or landing page. So you need a website or a landing page. Most of the email softwares comes where you can have a landing page. So if you don't have a website, that's fine. But you need a landing page where you can direct visitors to subscribe to your email list. Then you need email marketing software. You need to, a software that you can use. Mostly we call it autoresponders. So can you leave it for me, comments in the comments, how many things I've mentioned that you will need to start your, that you will need to start your email marketing if you want to start one. Okay, I see your message. Thank you. Lead magnets. After lead magnets, what else? What are the other things I've mentioned that you need to put in place to start your opt-in form? Thank you. Landing pages. Thank you. What else? All right, thank you. I see that you all are following. So let's run through things that lead magnet ideas to hook your subscribers. Let's look at lead magnet ideas. We've already talked about what lead magnet is, like something, a lead magnet or valuable item a business provides to collect leads. That's what lead magnet is. So you can use, I'm going to talk to you about the criteria that you need before you can choose a lead magnet. So you just don't wake up and say, oh, this is the lead magnet I want to use. It may be relevant to you. You may think that your audience wants it, but they may not want it. So you may need to check that the lead magnet is relevant to your audience, that is your target audience, is beneficial for their business, is specific. Don't make it too big, too bogus, too ambiguous, simple and straight to the point. It's valuable. Do I really want it? Do I really want to get this, right? Does your audience really want to get it? It's easy to scan and is instantly available. Make sure that the pathway to which they get this is very, very easy. If it's complicated, the attention span of a lot of persons are very, very low. So what they do is that they just abandon it along the way. But make sure that these 6 things are in place before you get you get what I mean? So these are 20 lead magnet design ideas that you can use. You can use ebooks, you can use webinars, you can use micro courses, you can use spreadsheets, guides, podcasts, quizzes, workbooks, a whole lot of things that you can use. You can use design templates, calendars and planner, cheat sheets, tutorials, scripts, a lot of things, planner, printables, prompts, especially for those who are using AI now, depending on your services or who your target audience. You can use recipes, reports, and a whole lot of things that you can use. Free shipping. To say yes. Email lead magnet does not have to be free. It doesn't have to be free. It can be a low-end product that you can use for your business. So types of email marketing tools that you can use. I put Zendesk first because I just have a kind of love for this Zendesk. It's easy to use, and if you're a beginner and you're still trying to figure out what to do with Zendesk, you can use this, right? I think for the first 2,500 subscribers is free, and for your first 15,000 emails also free. And you can do automation on the free version, and you can do a couple of things on it. Number 2 is HubSpot, Omnisend. There are a couple of them. I know MailChimp is very, very common, but then MailChimp has become On their free version, there are very limited things that you can do. You can't schedule emails, you can't do automations, you can't do a couple of things, but you can use MailChimp. It's easy to use for beginners as well. Another reason why I don't push Sender is because if you don't have a website, you may not be able to use it, right? Benchmark, Mailer, Cover, a lot of them, CoverKit, MoSend, GMass, GetResponse, a whole lot of them. Right, so let's look at how you nurture your email list. Nurture is key when it comes to email list. It's just like you meet someone for the first time and you're asking them for something very intimate or very dear to their heart. Nobody will take you serious. Like you meet someone on the road today and asking, can you help me with transport or something? Oh, nobody is going to take you serious. So you need to nurture your list. Nurturing your list is the hallmark of email marketing. If you do not nurture your list properly, you will not get any return on investment, or okay, let me say you may not get any return on your investment. So you can say that, oh, how long should I nurture a list before I make an offer to them? Well, there is no hard and fast rule to it. You can nurture for 2 weeks and you can get, I've done 2 weeks before, I've done 3 months, I've done a couple of number of days, depending on who the target audience is and what, depending that your, what's it called, the journey you want to take them through. So number one thing you want to do is to give them a warm welcome. Once they subscribe to your list, give them a warm welcome, tell them about your business, tell them about what you do, and give them exactly what they subscribe for immediately. Let it not be fast. Let it not be, let it not be too complicated. Number 2, segment your list. You want to segment your list. Segmentation is another thing I would like to talk about if there is time, right? Automate, but still be personal. You can automate your messages. It takes your automation takes your communication to the next level. It is more targeted, personal, efficient, and frankly better quality because it eliminates human error. So especially if you are nurturing towards a major sales that you want to do or towards a product offer that you want to have, you need to automate it so that every subscriber on that list goes through a kind of journey before they get to the sales point, right? So that they have known you, they have trusted you. Automation will help you do that. Choose the right frequency. How often should my email list? Should I email my list? Sorry. How often should I email my list? 2 times a week, 3 times a week. Experts have said that 2 times a week is the normal range, but minimum of 2, maximum of 3. But it's important to find a golden mean that's unique to your brand. Some people email every day, but find what works for your brand and for your subscribers. Number 5, don't forget that they've received your other emails. So one of the ways to nurture and build relationship is maybe you started telling them a story. Oh, last week I'm going to speak on this platform. Then I can come back this week and say, oh, I told you about the program. You get, so if they have received your other emails before, you don't have to tell them the background story. I hope you get what I'm saying. We have limited time, right? So I'm trying to rush. So just nurture the relationship in a way that they feel that they know everything that is going on with you. Right. Then number 6 is make use of your evergreen blog content. So if you have content that maybe you posted on social media, it's it's old, but an amazing blog content that nobody seems to notice anymore. You can reuse it. You can reuse it, bring it back, and all the rest of them. But make sure that you're sending them messages and keeping in touch with them every single time. And someone will ask me, what are people who are subscribed from your list? What about those? Unsubscribers are a natural part of email marketing, and you shouldn't obsess over them. I just said that gently so that you will know that it's part of life. Just like some people will unfollow you, some people will block you for no reason. Maybe you are marketing too much, you are doing this too much, you are doing that too much, or they feel they don't need you anymore. Unsubscribers are a natural part of email marketing. Write, question, and answer. Any question, any answer. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Thank you so much.
I was just saying how much. As our meeting okay, so you have to stop. Okay, I think you should stop now. All right. Okay, for a minute there, I thought that our meeting had been hijacked. Oh my God. Thank you so much. I was just telling Maria that she is such a detailed teacher, and she's such a detailed teacher. And we really, really appreciate all that she has taught us. How many of you got value? Let me see. Please write value, 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 value. So we are supposed to have a Q&A session with her. I have questions, because one of the most difficult things to do is to decide on the kind of lead magnet that you should have for your virtual assistant business. Because I understand that as virtual assistants, we have all sorts of services that we offer. So yeah, I know that you have questions. I had questions. And although she answered one of the questions by giving a few ideas about the kind of, what's it called now, the kind of lead magnet that we should have. So if you have questions, this is the time to ask your questions before we go to the next session. Who has questions? Who has questions for our speaker today? So let me go with my own question first.
Okay.
Marketing can be very, very expensive. I mean, with using the apps and all of that. Do you have a favorite that's affordable, considering that, especially if you're just launching out a virtual assistant business? Would you give us a few, based on your experience, a few email marketing platforms that will allow us to set up autoresponders, and also, and we also not break the bank?
Yes, I mentioned it when I was teaching, and that's Zendesk, right? But the problem with Zendesk is that you need to, connect it with your website. You need to host it on your cPanel.
Okay.
So that it works, and you can only use an official email, maybe something at Ambank, something like admin@shefmilover.com, info@bankeadebayo.com. You get what I mean? That's the only problem with Zendesk. If not, every other thing, the automation is beautiful, their autoresponder perfect. You can get up to 2,500 subscribers on your on the free platform, and you can send up to 15,000 emails on the free platform.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. So I think that if that is the problem, you may not necessarily need a website. You can buy your domain and your hosting, which is cheaper because it's like an annual purchase. It's cheaper in the long run than to pay subscription every month.
Every month. Yes, it's cheaper in the long run. Yes, I didn't even think about that. Like you can buy your domain, you have access to your cPanel, just host it there, and that's all. That's all you need. Right.
That's actually quite fantastic. I'll also look into it for one of my expressions. And there's nothing wrong with having an official email. Actually, you should have.
Yes.
So it's just you killing two birds with one stone. Fantastic. Thank you. So send that. That's SENDER. Okay, yes. I'm looking at the what's it called now? The chat session. So there are no questions. Everybody understood. No questions, really? Okay. Nobody has any questions as regards social email. Okay, fantastic. So they are very good with that. So give me an idea. What do you think would be the perfect lead magnet for an admin virtual assistant? So with social media virtual assistants, virtual assistants who offer social media management, I know they can give, maybe they can give information on how to use social media and all of the other, but with admin, I don't think that I can't think of any by heart right now, and I've had somebody ask me that question before. So if I was an admin virtual assistant, what do you think, what kind of what's it called now, lead magnet do you think I should create?
Okay, if you're an admin virtual assistant, just like last week I was somewhere, I was in a meeting and I was called to talk about tools that you can use for time management tools. And I taught a couple of tools, like simple tools like calendar, using your calendar, using Asana, using just a simple tools that you can use for time management. That's another one. Then I also spoke about two things that got me, it got me into a space. Like it was just a normal meeting that someone would go for, but the host of the meeting actually knows me. And so when she was talking time management, she asked me to share with them tools that they can use. So I spoke about tools that they can use. So you can use that, tools that can enhance your productivity, tools that can enhance your time management or project management tools. A lot of people don't know about that. So your lead magnet doesn't have to be something bogus. It can be a page. It can be a tutorial. I was surprised in that meeting that a lot of people do not even know how to schedule things on their calendar, the normal calendar in your normal phone.
Calendar. Yes.
A lot of people don't know how to do that. So it can be that tutorial, like how to maximize your Google Calendar, or your project management tools for you and your team. Just give them examples that keep them coming back, like, oh, how do I use this tool? Can you explain it?
Explain to me.
Give them the detailed information in lead magnet. You give them enough to make them hungry for more, to make them want to contact you for more. Then another thing I also talked about in that meeting that one of them had to invite me to our office was, I talked about, as an admin assistant, what are the things to look out for before you hire your assistant, maybe your admin assistant or your executive assistant. What are the things that you need to look out for? Number one, your personality. So I took them through personality, using the DISC personality, and they were surprised, like, oh no, I've never looked at it that way. I've never looked at it that way. I've never looked at it that way. So people just feel that I want a personal assistant, just jump on anybody available, or when you see their CV, just jump on it. It doesn't work that way. So if you are a dominant person or you're a domineering person, if you hire another domineering person, your values are going to clash.
Yes.
So that is something that a lot of people don't know. So they say, oh, my PA is not working. My EA is not working. And it's as
These are opposites. It's the
Exactly. Meanwhile, you are employing somebody who has your same character. It's not going to work. So when I broke it down to them, in fact, yesterday I had to go and see a DG of a parastatal in this Abuja just because of that one thing I said in that meeting. Do you understand? So those are the things that we feel that people know, but a lot of people don't know these things. We can serve as your lead magnet. What should you know before you can do an ebook or a tutorial or a webinar before you hire your virtual assistant? Sorry, NEPA's taking like.
We can see. Don't worry, we know. We understand. Thank you so much. Oh my God, it was full of value. So much value. And the replay of her particular session will be available for 48 hours on her dedicated page on the website. So at the end of the day, I'm going to send it to you. So she's going to have a dedicated page there where you can watch the replay. It will be available for 48 hours. And what's it called now? The slides will be available to those people who have the all access pass. And she gave us a fantastic freebie. Please, you want to talk more about the exclusive gifts that, okay, she's off, I guess her internet. So she also made an exclusive gift available for us. I think I have the name of the gift here. Just give me a few minutes. Let me pull it out. So if you want it, you want to go to her page in the evening, we'll email you with the link and we will send it. You will be able to download the freebie. So you have an option of either a transcription course, a course that teaches you how to transcribe, or you can download the freebie on email marketing for beginners. Thank you, Shefumi, for your generosity. We really appreciated your session. Please let us give her a round of applause. Thank you. Okay, so our next session, we will have Yasmin, who is our Irish lady, and she'll be talking to us about magnetic messaging. Now, magnetic messaging, your messaging is what determines if people buy from you, right? Your messaging is super, super, super important. And the thing is that you might have a better offer. Your package may be more robust than the other person's package, but that other person sells out more than you do. The difference lies in the way that you present what you have. In the way that you present what you have. So we're going to learn about that. But before that, we have a giveaway. We're giving out one, we're giving out one slot to the Virtual Assistant Launchpad, formerly known as Virtual Assistant Bootcamp. Which is my signature course. It costs $150, and yeah, giveaway. So who's ready for the giveaway? So let's have so I'm going to show you the poll now. If you're on YouTube, sorry, only available to people on Zoom. Who's ready? The fastest finger. So it's going to show up on your screen anytime from now. Can you see? Fastest people. Okay, I know you. You have 20 seconds left. 20 seconds left. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, gone. Okay. So let's see the results, shall we? Okay, so we have the answer is number 1. What is the most popular emoji in the world? It's the laugh emoji. Number 2, which planet is known as the red planet? We have Mars. What is the largest organ in the human body? The skin. Which country is home to the tallest mountain in the world, also known as Mount Everest? The answer is Nepal. Thank you. So we will be communicating with those who won. I think I see. Why didn't everybody participate? What happened? Okay, so that's it. Thank you. Maria, I think you should have access and you should be able to see. Okay, so I've sent you the results, so you can see who the first person is. Okay. Hi, ladies, are you tired? Okay, so I'm going to give us 5 minutes break. We'll be here for 1.5 hours now. So get up, stretch. That's something I'm doing now. I have found myself sitting down for long hours and my body is suffering for it right now. So it is a point of duty to get up after sitting down for a while, get up and stretch. Get up and stretch. So I'm going to leave you with Maria, or no, let me leave you with a song. And please get up, stretch, get water, invite your friends, post on social media, put it on your, what's it called now? Post on social media, put it on your status, invite your friends, and we'll be right back, okay?
I get back. Clap like this. And it's over, don't you come in. Ababa minile. And it's over, Roku come in. Ababa me lejo. I get back in home. I know they walk alone. ẹni tó bá dojú kan mí, abá mi nílé. Ẹni tó bá rokú kan mí, abá mi lẹ́jọ́. I get back in low. I know they walk alone. I walk with God the Father, walk with God the Son, I walk with God the Spirit. Three of them join, I get back in low. I know they walk alone. I walk with God the Father, walk with God the Son, I walk with host of angels, all of them join, I get back in you. I know they walk alone. Say, any toba, Abao, any toba roku coming, Abao, because I get back I know they walk alone. It's true. Say, any toba don't you come me? Abao, any toba roku come me? Abao, because I get back. I know they walk alone. I like this one. And it over Roby coming. Abao. And it over Dite mommy. Abao. Because I get back. Who they over? Who they over? Hey. I know they walk. Say, and it over Roby coming. Just by thinking it. And it over Dite mommy. Abao. Because I get back. I know they walk alone. Say, I walk with God the Father.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. Let me know if you can hear me. I hope you stretched a bit, got some water to stay hydrated. Our second speaker is here, who's excited. I'm excited. Let's see. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. In the comment section, ladies, are you sleeping? Who else is excited to continue? I mean, it's been so far it's been loaded. We have just finished learning about email marketing specifically for virtual assistants and in social what's it called again, service providers. Okay, so we had fun. It was a time of learning, and we had quite a few light bulb moments, and I know that we're going to have more light bulb moments. I mean, there's a reason why we chose our speakers, and so it's time to it's time to get our next speaker online. Hello. Please put on your video. We can't see you yet. Hi, Yasmin.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great, thank you. I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us at the Virtual Boss Summit.
It's a pleasure.
Session. So before we go through your presentation, I have a few questions to ask you.
Sure.
Now, make a messaging magnetic.
What makes a message magnetic? Is that what you just said?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So for me, if I think about magnetic messaging and I just use the concept of a magnet, it attracts, it pulls towards you. And I think a magnetic marketing message should be something that pulls your ideal client to you, but it also repels the wrong people. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but it doesn't attract the people who are meant for your message. So I think for me, it's very much that people feel just pulled towards it. They just feel like, oh, I love this. And they just naturally feel drawn to it, because I think a lot of business owners spend a lot of time convincing people that you should come and work with me. And the other person kind of feels like, oh, I'm not so sure, it feels a bit desperate. Whereas if you have a marketing message that feels really magnetic, that people really resonate with it, they really enjoy it, they love consuming your content, then they are pulled towards it. And I think that that's a much nicer way of doing business than feeling like you have to go out and tell everybody about what it is that you're doing and convert everybody. It just feels like a nicer way of doing business.
Right. I hear you. And I think that this solidifies the fact that you need to know who your ideal client is. Like, I think the problem a lot of virtual assistants and service providers have is they're trying to get people in their business at all costs and not focused on getting the ideal person. So your messaging would need to, attract a specific kind of person.
Yes, exactly. And I think, and there's no shame in that, I think when we all start our businesses, we're just like, I just need clients. I just need people to come and buy my thing. I don't care who they are, just come and buy my thing. But I think that the danger is that when you carry on like that, you end up taking clients who aren't a good fit. Maybe you've promised things to them that you actually can't deliver on because you just wanted the client. And so I think that there comes a point, and for some people, it comes a really long time in their business, or for other people, it can be quite early on where they think, no, I'm going to be really discerning about who I work with and who I want to attract. Because, you're going to be spending a lot of time with these people, possibly. So you want to make sure that they're a good fit, that, if you are someone who's quite, playful, or, you like to have a bit of fun, and the other person's very serious all the time, and you're like, oh, I can't even have a bit of a joke with you, then there's not a good match. So I often talk about things that are important to me, that are kind of, I love cooking. I'm not very good baking, but I like baking. I talk about my kids, I talk about law of attraction, I talk about a lot of different things, and people will resonate with that. And if someone's like, oh, law of attraction, I hate all that stuff, they're not going to be my people, because that's the stuff that I talk about. But the other people will be like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Like, I only went to Amsterdam, last month in May to see Abraham Hicks, for example. And they're big law of attraction speakers. So people who knew who they were like, oh my God, that's amazing. And then other people were like, oh, I don't know who that is. So it's just a matter of finding your people, and people will, gravitate towards you, because not only of what you do in your business, but because of who you are as a person.
As a person, yes. So you're selling more than your business. You're also selling yourself.
It's your energy. And I think when you work with clients, there's that exchange of energy. So you want to make sure that it's a good fit, that somebody who comes and works with me, if they said, oh, I don't believe in that woo-woo stuff, or I don't believe in whatever, or I hate cooking, I hate food, then I just be like, oh, I don't think we're going to get on. So I want to be able to have fun with my clients as well.
Okay. So we have such a limited time with you, because I know you have to be somewhere else very soon. So we're going to take your presentation now. So we give you some time to be able to answer a few questions that come up.
Okay, sure.
All right then. So ladies, let's take
Hello and welcome. I am so thrilled and delighted to be spending this time with you today as part of the Virtual Boss Summit. I'm Yasmin Vorajee. I'm the creator of Tiny Time Big Results. First of all, I want to say a big thank you to Banky and the team for inviting me to be part of this summit and the amazing event that they are putting on. Secondly, I want to thank you for gifting me with your precious time. Time is the one resource that we cannot get more of. And so I am deeply appreciative of the time that we are going to be spending together and in the bid of helping you. I'm Yasmin. I'm the creator of Tiny Time Big Results. And my job is to help you to have a profitable business in 20 hours a week or less. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about my story, but I really want to share why I think this is so important, because time is one of our most precious resources. I have 3 beautiful babies. Well, they're not so babies anymore. But a big part of my motivation for my business is being able to spend time with them, be there for the school runs, give them their, after school snacks, do the homework, all of that lovely stuff that, it's only there for a short period of time, and then they grow up and that's, away they go and live their own lives. So for me, for, the whole time that I've been self-employed, which is about 11 years now, my big focus has always been, how can I have a profitable business working just a few hours a day, right? So 3 to 4 hours a day is typically what I spend working in my business. And I'm going to be sharing with you about how you can do that too. So the title of my presentation is 3 Secrets to Attract Premium Clients with Ease, because this has been a powerful way for me to be able to have a lucrative income and still have the abundance of time. And I think this is so important for so many of us, and I think that when we think about abundance, people often think about money. And yes, money, can be the abundance that we desire because it allows us to do all of these things, but also we don't want to negate the power of time as abundance, because we want to have time with our loved ones. We want to go traveling. We want to have more time for our hobbies, get involved with the community, whatever it looks like for you. So my goal today is to help you to get clear on how you can attract those premium clients so that you can work fewer hours, still make a really great income, and be able to do the work that you love and still have time to do all the other stuff, right? Does that sound cool? So I think that we should just get cracking and straight into it. So you might be thinking, okay, Yasmin, so how do you do this? How is it that you can have a profitable business working 20 hours a week or less? So premium clients are the kind of the main reason, right? It's not the only thing that I do in my business, but I want to let you know that in the 11 years of being self-employed, premium clients have been the number one reason why I have been able to run my business in just a few hours a day. And the way that I do this, my secret sauce, if you like, is that I'm a premium messaging coach. So what I do is I teach service business owners like yourselves how to attract premium clients through magnetic messaging. So one of the things I often say is that premium clients can be the fastest path to cash in your business, right? It's a really nice way of getting that income coming in and giving you that space to be creative, and gives you that space to, you know, really think about what else that you want to do in your business. When you're not worrying about the money, you have that space for creativity, for innovation. And the way that you do that is through the way that you message, because the way that you message to attract premium clients is going to be very different to the way that you message to attract people who are maybe looking for a lower ticket item. So let's talk a little bit more about what that looks like. But let's get really clear about what is a magnetic marketing message. Let's kind of dive into that first of all, because that's how I attract premium clients, and that's what I teach my clients to do, is how to have that magnetic marketing message. So first of all, that marketing message that's magnetic is going to make you stand out, and it's going to make you sell out your programs, your offers, your packages. Okay, if you have a magnetic marketing message, it is going to make you stand out. It is not going to let you blend into the background, into the crowd. You're going to stand out. Okay, it gets your DMs full. So people sending you messages saying, I'd love to know how we could work together. That's what you want. You don't want to be always doing outbound marketing. You want people to be coming to you and saying, you know, how can we work together? And that's what magnetism does for you, because you're attracting these people into your energy field. It makes you your client's number one choice, right? Yeah, there are other people who probably do what you do, but when you've got a magnetic marketing message, and I'm going to show you how to do that, then what happens is that means that they look at you and they go, yeah, I want to work with her. That's the person I want, right? And it magnetizes your dream clients towards you, and you don't have to do the convincing. You don't have to do the, oh, you know, this is a really good deal, etc., etc. Listen, we've all been there, and we all know how frustrating it can be where someone just can't see the value of what you're doing, and you end up in full convincing mode. That is not your premium client, okay? So when you have that magnetic marketing message, it allows you to stand out. It allows you to sell your offers easily. It allows you to work with your amazing, dreamy clients, the people that you really, really want to work with, right? And it feels like there's so much more flow for you, okay? So who am I? I'm Yasmin. I'm the creator of Tiny Time Big Results. I'm a number1 best-selling and award-winning author. You can just see my book there behind me. The book is called Tiny Time Big Results, and you can get it on Amazon. I've got more students now. I've got over, I think, oh God, like 19,000 students worldwide in over 150 countries. I'm English, born to Indian parents, and I'm married to an Irish farmer. So I'm a farmer's wife. We've got 3 beautiful children, 1 fur baby who is sleeping at my feet at the moment. And my top 3 values in life are love, freedom, and fun. And that's what I want to bring to my business. So let me talk to you a little bit about the power of a magnetic message, okay? Because I want you to just imagine it's 2013, right? There's me, I was pregnant, I was very, very tired and very, very fed up, okay? Because I was just like, how am I going to do this? I had a 3-year-old already, and he was in childcare for like 3 hours a day. I was about to have another baby, and I was like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to have 2 babies under the age of 3 and run a business, and I only have 3 hours? And these were the thoughts that were coming through my mind. And to be honest with you, you know, and like a lot of business owners, you're probably thinking, oh, I haven't got time. We have that constant thing that we know, I don't have enough time. And I came to this point where I said, okay, right, this is crunch time, about to have another baby. And you know, I'm trying to grow my business at this stage. My business was very, very young at this point. So it's like, how can I make this work? I'm not going to have more time. How can I make this work? And what I decided to do was to use the resources that I had. And this is where having that magnetic message was so powerful for me, because what I actually did, and this was like a few months before I had my baby, I decided to organize a virtual summit. So very similar to what we're doing here. And one of the first session that was part of the summit was me delivering a presentation and a training. And I had decided to run a mastermind program. Okay. And on the back of this session, I made an offer and I sold a 4K package to a client. And that was for my first session. Now, I will tell you this, right? I was so nervous. I pre-recorded the session and then just put it on autopilot because I didn't want to have the presentation nerves. Like I've done hundreds of webinars and sessions and talks, maybe thousands even now at this stage. So, I mean, I still get a little bit nervous, but on that day, I was super nervous. So I was like, I'm not going to put myself under that pressure. I walked away with $4,000. I decided to run a webinar and booked another 4K client. I booked a 4K client from an in-person paid speaking engagement. So I was paid to speak, and I also secured that a 4K client. And I also booked a speaking engagement where I was paid $4,500 for a 30-minute presentation. Now, here's what I want you to know. This is why I'm sharing this with you, okay? When you have a magnetic message and then you know how to share that message and you have strategies to get your message out there so that your premium clients can see you, this is powerful. This is potent messaging. So it's not just about having the message, but it's about knowing how to share it and making sure that your premium client can hear it, okay? So what that meant was I was pregnant. I made $16,500 in sales in about 30 days, okay? All because of a powerful message and sharing that message through speaking and webinars. And here's the key, selling a premium offer. Because combining the speaking with a premium offer is powerful. And this is true for any service business owner, right? There are so many different opportunities that you can get out there and share your message. But here's the important thing to remember. If I had been selling something for $100, then my income would have been vastly reduced, right? So I would have made $300 instead of, let's just say, maybe I sold 5 of them. I'd still only make $500, right? But here's the thing. It's about the premium offer. And I wanted to share that with you because this is really important, because you need to have that premium offer. If you don't have a premium offer in your business suite, in your suite of offers, then you're leaving money on the table. It's as simple as that, because there will always be a small percentage of your audience who are looking for the premium experience. I'm one of those people. You know, I buy things at low ticket, but I'm a high ticket buyer. And that's a really important thing to think about as well from a magnetism perspective. Because if you are not willing to invest at a higher level than kind of thinking, I'm looking for the free stuff and I'm just going to cobble it all together, then your energy is not going to match the person who is actually looking for the premium. So that's just something to think about. But what that means, though, is combining my magnetic message and sharing that message and having a premium offer means that I get to have a really nice lifestyle, okay? Now, I'm not the person who's going to be like, look at me, I've got my champagne and I'm on a yacht and all that kind of stuff and my handbag. I don't do that. That's not me. If you were to see me, it's a beautiful day. So I'm wearing kind of my summery clothes. I walk around mostly in jeans and tops. But what I really value is my time. I love being able to pick up the kids. I love being able to have my little snooze at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I love being able to play with my dog. I just love the freedom that this has given me. And so this is what life looks like now. It's teaching, speaking, writing, coaching. And that's what I love to do. And that's what I want for you as well. So here's what we're going to be doing, right? I want to talk to you about the 3 secrets to attracting premium clients with ease. Let's get into this now, because I know you want the answer. So secret number 1, I'm going to show you why you don't need a big audience on social media to charge high ticket prices. Phew, big sigh of relief, happy days, right? Secret number 2, how to get your leads to say, how does she know what I'm thinking? Like, how do you do that? And then number 3, You'll be shocked when I show you how you can create one piece of content and close a 2K client. So I hope you are ready for this. Let's go straight into secret number 1. You don't need a big audience on social media to charge high ticket prices, okay? You absolutely don't. Often people think that, oh, if I can't charge premium, I haven't got a big audience, what am I going to do, right? You don't actually need a big audience, right? This is really, really important. Audience size does not matter. What matters is that you are offering something of massive value. So you don't need a big audience. What you need is a big payoff. Okay. And this is really important that when I do my free trainings, for example, when I'm doing boot camps and things, and I'm helping people with their messaging, one of the things that I always notice is when they're doing their homework and I'm like, I can't see the big result. Right. And this is where people get bold. So they're not bold. They get timid. They're not claiming their own power and the transformation that they help their clients to create. So the truth is, you don't need that big audience, but what you do need is a big payoff. You need a powerful payoff for that person to say, oh my God, that's amazing. That's the result that I want. I am therefore going to be willing to pay for it. Because if you don't have that, then they just kind of go, oh, that sounds quite nice, Yasmin. Oh, yeah, grand. Maybe in 6 months' time. But that's no good to you in 6 months' time. You want that client now. So that's what I want you to be thinking about, is don't be thinking that I need to have a big audience. Yes, you should always be building your audience. But here's the important thing, is you want to make sure that what you are offering, like in terms of the result that someone's going to get from working with you, is a big payoff. That they're like, this is something that they really desire. They are pulled towards that. It's a dream of theirs. So for me, when I talk about what I do, it's like I help you to attract premium clients in your business so you can enjoy 5K, 10K plus months working 3 to 4 hours a day. Now, in that messaging, what you're getting is like, okay, I can make good money. I don't have to work long hours. I don't need a lot of people to work with. And I'm going to have all that lovely time freedom and the abundance of money, right? So this is really powerful. That's a big result to get, and so people are going to be excited and compelled and pulled towards that. I've never had a big audience, but that doesn't matter because what I have is a big payoff, okay? So let me share with you a case study. So this is one of my former clients, Sharon. She was a style coach. And when we started working together, she didn't have a business at all. And so I helped her to get that all set up so that we worked on the messaging and we worked on her offer. But it was really interesting because what was happening was she had made a decision about who she wanted to work with. So she wanted to work with moms who were in a style rut that, maybe they were just so busy looking after the kids. I had my reservations because I said, I don't think that group of people is going to be necessarily willing to invest, okay, especially in a premium offer. And that was what happened for her. She was struggling to attract the clients. People weren't willing to pay. She was really good at building her audience, but she wasn't getting paying clients. And in the business, that's what you need. So what we did was, she says, and I had made a suggestion to her to say, why don't you focus on women in business? Women who are working for a business or who have their own business. They want to look $1 million. They want to have that presentation. They want to come across. They want to have that presence. I said, I think you'll find that they're far more willing to pay. And she initially, when I said it, she was like, oh no, that's too intimidating. I couldn't possibly do that. And then she came back to me and she says, I think I want to work with that group. And I was like, yeah, great, let's do it. So she focused on that high desired result. And she found people very happy to pay. And she filled her group program with ease because she was attracting the right people, because she had magnetized them by the big payoff. It's like, think how amazing you're going to look when you stand up in front of a group of people and do a presentation and you know that you look amazing, right? This is what she had to focus on. So that's how she got herself signed up with loads and loads of clients and filled her group program with ease. And the beauty of that is, though, she was really good at audience building, so she just had to switch to that right audience, so which made all the difference, really. The thing is, if you're not talking to the right person at a my screen has my slides have hopped over somewhere else. Okay, let me stop there for a second. Oh, no, we'll just resume the show. We're going to just go straight into it, okay? So here's secret number 2, right? Are you ready for secret number 2? Okay, so let's move on to secret number 2. So you want your leads to say, how does she know what I'm thinking, right? You've been told about your ideal client avatar. You've been taught how to define who that ideal client is. And there might be part of you that's thinking, oh my God, Yasmin, I've done this so many times and I still am not clear, okay? So this is where I want to take you to another level, okay? Because the truth is, if you're not talking to the right person at a deeper level, what happens is you remain invisible. And so what I want to encourage you to do is, in order to attract those premium clients with ease, you've got your big payoff, your powerful payoff. What you actually need to do is you need to talk to your audience in a way that you're really connecting with their heart and with their mind and with their soul. And what that means is that you are doing marketing at a subconscious level. You are talking to them at a deep level. So it's like they've got the conversation going on in their own head, and then you're inserting yourself into that. And they're like, oh, how does she know that? Have you ever read really great copy and the person's like, how does she know that? Oh my God, that's so me. That's so me. And they're describing you to a T. It's because they know you really, really well. Okay. And this is what I call audience activation. This is where you're really activating the person that you really want to attract. See, the problem is, and maybe, you know, in your line of work, you're like, oh, well, I can help so many different types of people. But here's what I want to challenge you on, okay? I want you to think about your ideal client as that one person. And the person who is like your level 10 client, the person who is like the epitome of the person that you love to work with. So I was recently chatting to a client of mine who's just celebrated her first 10K month, which is amazing. And we were chatting about kind of some of the shifts that she'd been making in her business and in her mindset and in her energy. And she said, you know, we'd had this great conversation. We had a coaching session, and we would, you know, I was really inviting her to step into her power. And she said she was reflecting on that, and she had a sales call shortly after that. And she said, I really stood in my power, but I also knew that the person in front of me was absolutely the ideal client. And she's like, this woman is a dream to work with. And this is what you need to do, is you need to get really clear on who that audience is in terms of your ideal dream client. And then you want to be able to activate them, okay? So that you're speaking to their desires, the pains that they're feeling, but you're really talking to them at a deep level, not the superficial level. You're talking to them at a deeper level, okay? So I'm going to share with you a case study of this. And so this was Kathy, one of my past clients as well. She's a doula, so she assists with births. And what she found was when we started working together, she just couldn't get people to pay even $5 for a webinar, okay? She was losing money on retreats, and she was feeling really lost with her business. And what we did was we actually worked on the person that she wanted to attract, right? And what she did was she shifted her messaging so that she was speaking to the deepest desires of her ideal client. She got really clear on who this person was. She wasn't hedging her bets saying, well, maybe she feels this, or maybe she feels this. She knew with precision and clarity what she was feeling. And what she started to do was charge $15 a webinar. I wanted to charge more, but she was comfortable at 15 and said, okay, we'll increase it in increments. And within like 2 days, she had sold out. She had limited spots and she sold out. And she says, I couldn't get anyone to sign up for the $5, and yet they were happy to pay 3 times the price, right? This is when you're talking to the right person. And then she started, instead of losing money on retreats, she was making $500 plus on her retreats, which was a massive transformation for her because she was used to not making any money at all. So this is why you need to talk to your client. You need to activate your audience and speak to them at a deeper level. And you want to really talk to them and their subconscious. This is powerful stuff. Okay. So I hope this is helping you to attract those premium clients with ease and helping you to think about how you can do this. All right. Secret number 3, how one piece of content can close a $2,000 client. Who doesn't want that, right? You put up a post. I often do that where I put up a post, I share something, I create content, I make an offer, I get people coming into my DM saying, I'd love to know more about that. And we say, great, let's hop on a call, right? It can be that simple. Or they're just like ready to buy and they just go, great, here's the link, off you go. So here's what you need to know about how you attract premium clients with ease and how your content can close that client with ease, okay? I want you to remember this. The job of content is not to just inform, it is to move, right? Your job is not just to provide tips. Your job is not just to provide like, oh, this might be useful. And you go, great, that was very valuable. And off they go, okay? No. You can have some of that, but the bigger part of your content is to inform. Sorry, it's not to inform, is to move them, right? You want them to be moved. They're like, oh my God, that's amazing. I need that, or I want that, or I want that response, or I want that result. You want to be moving them so that they read your content and even if they don't buy right away, but they just love consuming your content. They just love it. I know there's someone I love buying from, and it's so funny because I'll go and check out her stories and I'm like a stalker, but I just love the way she makes me feel, her energy. And I just really enjoy being in that. And so when she puts out an offer and I'm like, oh, that's so juicy, I just want to buy it, right? So that, because she's really good at inspiring her audience to move. And this is what I call cash creating content. This is where you put out a piece of content and you can close that client. So I'll give you an example. So the third case study for today. So was Kat. She was also a client of mine and she was a property investor and educator. She was an amazing property investor. She was really good at this, but she wanted to sell training, but she didn't know where to start. And she didn't know how to create content that converts. And she had massive imposter syndrome, like, who am I to do this? So what we did was we worked on her messaging. We got really clear on who her ideal client was. And this person was going to be willing to invest at a premium because property, the whole topic of property is pretty high level. So what we did was we created an $1,800 property or €1,800 property workshop. She sold out. She got like 8-10 people in that group. And what she was doing was she was creating tension in the mind of her ideal client, which led to them taking action, which led to them being moved. And as well as doing the workshop, she created 2 new lucrative streams of income. And she was delighted because she was like, I didn't think I could do this, but look, I was able to do this. And that was a huge part because of her magnetic messaging, because she had activated her audience and she was creating content that was converting and that was inspiring her audience to move. I hope you're excited about this. So let's do a quick recap. You don't need a big audience on social media to charge high ticket prices. You don't need to know what magazine your audience is reading, but you do need to know what they're thinking deep down. Think of the things that they're probably saying to themselves that they wouldn't say to anybody else. And yes, one piece of content can close a 2K client when it's structured to move your client, okay? So that's all well and good. There's still a problem, okay? You now know that attracting premium clients requires that powerful payoff, audience activation, and cash creating content. But it's not just that, okay? They're just the 3 elements that I've talked about today, but it's not that. It's how you bring them together that moves your dream client to act and invites them and encourages them to take the next step. And that is ultimately how you get them excited to buy. So you know how to get them to a certain point, but then you're like, okay, so how do I actually get them from being a potential client to an actual paying client? And if you are interested in finding out more about what that looks like and how you can do that in your business, then I want to invite you to take these next steps. What I want you to do is I want you to book a messaging clarity call with me, okay? And what I can do in this session is help you gain clarity on whether your business is well positioned to offer premium packages. We'll uncover one limiting block that's stopping you from attracting them. Obviously, I can't do that right now. And we'll see if it makes sense for us to work together. So you can just get out your phone and you can scan that QR code and that will take you to my direct booking link, or you can use the bit.ly link there, talk to Yasmin. And so make sure you're doing that now. I do have limited spots, so book that messaging clarity call. And for those of you that are interested in getting to grips with how you can get the fastest path to cash in a 20-hour week business, you get my free guide, and that's where I will talk to you all about that. Okay, so you can use your QR code to book the messaging clarity call and also to get the free guide as well. All right, amazing. Thank you so much for being here today and watching this presentation and sharing this time with me. I just really enjoyed it, and I look forward to connecting with you very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye. You're on mute, Banky?
I'm muted. Thank you. Thank you so much, Yasmin. That was so loaded. It was powerful. I think one of the things that jumped out at me was the importance of buying into what you're selling. So people want to sell premium, but they have never bought premium before. I think that's something that we see on the streets of Facebook and Instagram. A lot of people going after the freebies and refusing to actually invest. And so if you've never invested in anybody's stuff, like, don't expect people to invest premium in your stuff. Thank you so much for that. I had fun. So ladies, any questions? Yasmin has to run. I think you have to run. You have another.
I'll run in 3 minutes. So I've got 3 minutes to answer some questions.
So I don't think you'll be able to answer any question in 3 minutes, but would you be able to hang out in the Facebook group with us? Probably tomorrow or next tomorrow. The Facebook group will be open. So if you could come hang out with us, and then you could answer our questions at that time, would that work? Ladies, would you prefer that so that we can ask her detailed questions?
Yeah, and please tag me as well, because then I see it and I can just go in. So if you have questions from now for this week, just pop me, tag me, and I will come in and answer any questions. I'm more than happy to do that.
We really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Yasmin.
Thank you. Bye, everybody. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so ladies, she's going to hang out with us in the Facebook group. So if you're not in the group, please make sure you go join the group now. And then the resource, what's it called now? There's a resource banking in there. See, let me tell you, ladies, I had 4 people ask me for VAs this week. So this is something that is really, I give it 3 years. Virtual assistants in Nigeria and West Africa is going to blow. If I were you, I would use this time to grab my own piece of the pie, okay? So you want to ensure that you are committed to growing, and the resource banking is designed to do that. So some of you do not know how to set up a portfolio. You're very terrible at using Canva, but you're a fantastic admin virtual assistant. Go fill out the resource banking sheet. Tell people what you need help with and what you're willing to help them with, and barter services. That's how people get things done. So look for somebody who knows how to use Canva and can design a very fantastic portfolio for you in exchange, and then maybe that person will set up a one-page website for you in exchange, right? You people need to do that. We don't do that enough as virtual assistants, and that's the problem. So the resource banking is there for that. We also have the virtual fair, and I have visionary women that are looking for virtual assistants. For the purpose of this, okay. For the purpose of this, okay, my apologies. For the purpose of this summit, I decided that I'm not going to do Yoruba people call it alarino. Like, I'm literally not going to do the bridge. I'm not going to be the bridge. I want you to showcase your own self and then the women will be coming in on Thursday to find VAs that they need. So if you do not showcase what you have, you do not introduce yourself, your services, you don't share your links, you don't do anything, it means that you are invisible. I mean, Yasmin mentioned it the other time, right? You are invisible. If you're invisible to the people who need you, then there is no way to help you. Yeah, so you have to be visible to them, okay? Thank you all so much. Our time is fast spent. We plan to stop at 3 o'clock. This is 3:18, and I think that we are still on time. Thank you all so much for joining. And those of you who stayed all for Folake, thank you, Faith. Thank you so much. I need, before we leave, we have tomorrow starts at 1 p.m. too. And then, yeah, we will have the rest of our speakers tomorrow. And we have so all of the no. Can you still hear me? Okay, so all of the replays for our the link with you, and you can go watch all of the replays. We would be, can you still hear me? Please let me know. Yes, ma'am. Okay, great. So they would be available for you for free to watch for the next 48 hours, including all of the different free gifts that our experts have given unto you. However, if you want lifetime access to it, plus a host of other bonuses, including the virtual assistant launchpad. So you've wanted to buy my VA course, you've not been able to buy it, you can buy your all access pass for $27 and have access to the VA course too. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. That cost is $150, but I added it as a bonus to this all access pass. So if you buy the all access pass, you have all of this replays at your beck and call. You have lifetime access to it, and then the virtual assistant, what's it called? The virtual assistant launchpad. So if you need help, you need any information, please let me know. I am really, really looking forward to hearing from you. Yes, so my moderator is asking me to she's reminding me, you ladies, please drop your feedback in the comments. Please take 2 minutes, just 2 minutes, please. Take just 2 minutes to drop your feedback in the comments for us. We would really, really love to hear your feedback before you leave today. We'd really love to hear your feedback before we leave today. Thank you in advance for your feedback. Could you drop your feedback in the comment section for us, even as we round up today? Let me see. Okay. Sorry, we had issues on the other end. I have no idea what's going on. Ladies, let's see your feedback. Thank you in advance. Did you enjoy the summit? What was your key takeaway from the summit? What are you looking for? Which of your questions were answered during the summit? What would you love to see tomorrow? Faith, I'm waiting to hear from you. Miracle, I'm really waiting to hear from you. Maria, and who else is on the call? Adedayo Onobajo. Folakemi. Ladies, what's going on? Why are you so silent? Or did you join the meeting and went away? Is that what it is? Okay, Folakemi says she's taking away the importance of email marketing and also the power of messaging to our business. Thank you for that feedback, Folakemi. I hope you would incorporate email marketing into your business. It can make all of the difference. We have Miracle says today's session was really insightful. Thank you for sharing. We're still waiting to hear from Faith and waiting to hear from Adedayo. Okay. Yes, so lady. I can't see you. Where are you? Okay. I think this is all of the feedback that we are getting today. We appreciate you for joining. I hope that you join us tomorrow. Tomorrow, that will be my own session. I'll be talking on breaking into no-code industry. We're talking about breaking into a no-code industry as a virtual assistant. Yeah, we'll have Braladi tomorrow. We'll be talking about boundaries, setting boundaries and conflict resolution. So if you've been a VA for a minute, you know the importance of effectively resolving conflicts, right? Yeah, so she will be talking about that tomorrow. We have Oluwatoyin David, who will be talking about social media marketing for virtual, specifically for virtual assistants. It has to be arguably one of the most important aspects of our marketing as VA. So make sure that you join us and that you sign up. Okay, so I didn't know email marketing was that amazing. I generally don't like to be out there, but I will do better for you. Thank you for that. But it's also I think email marketing is perfect for those of us who like to hide. So it's just sending an email, right? Perfect way. Thank you all so much for joining. I had fun. From tomorrow morning, you should be able to access all of the replays on their individual pages. So if it is the replay for Yasmin you want to watch, just go to virtualbosssummit.online/Yasmin. Okay, so it will be / each of their names, and then you will be able to watch the replays and access the freebies that they make available for us. Thank you all so much for joining. I had a lot of fun, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Bye. Bye-bye. Please greet me bye-bye now. Say bye-bye. Bye. Thank you for liking me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Bye.